Welcome into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. When it comes to state-of-the-art life safety and security systems, Safety Systems is tops in East Tennessee. Not just their equipment, their monitoring service, their emergency services. You may even qualify for up to 20% off your home insurance when you use Safety Systems to monitor your home. Folks, they do a great job. Safety Systems with VFL JJ Surlis. Give them a call. Okay, I want to remind you, coming up later today, our overtime segment, we'll be talking about Auburn moving to the east. They want to move to the east. Nobody else seems to care. And I'll also ask these guys, if they were made king of the SEC, what rules would they be changing? What would they be doing differently? That's overtime. Follow me on Twitter. I'll tell you when it's posted at Sports Source TV later this afternoon. Time for our fast finish. We're trying to run through a lot of information here. Earlier this week, I asked Vol fans on Twitter if Tennessee should dump Smoky Gray, update the Smoky Gray football uniform, or add even more colors in uniforms. 46% of the nearly 600 people who replied said update the gray uniform. 39% said add more colors and more uniforms to the Tennessee wardrobe. Shaking heads from Bob Hodge.
No, it's a uniform for a reason.
Not to mention
it's tradition for a reason.
You have the most unique color in college sports. It doesn't make branding sense to put it on the back burner. But anyway, all right, 40% of it would like more colors. Next up, the NCAA put up some research this week showing that the state of Tennessee ranks number 6 in the nation in terms of states with the highest percentage of football players being recruited by a D1 school.
Wow.
That is pretty fantastic. Yeah. I mean, it shows you how much has changed in the mid-state. Mm-hmm. Nashville's booming, Middle Tennessee is booming, and it is changing the way you can recruit in the state. You're also talking about percentages there. One of the states ahead of Tennessee is the District of Columbia, so they don't have as many students, so it's easier for them to have a bigger percentage. So Tennessee really in top 5 states, if you take D.C. out of it.
I don't see it going backwards either.
No.
I like where it is right now as far as in-state.
It's impressive. Yeah. I mean, for those of us who've covered it for a while, you didn't see anything like this in the past.
Tennessee has 7 in-state commitments already for the 18 class.
Okay, and then the last one, let me put this one up. Knoxville, a hockey town, for Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals this week. Here are your top 5 markets for viewership in America, okay? Pittsburgh and Nashville, okay, of course, they're in the finals. Buffalo, Northern City. Philadelphia, okay, not far from Pittsburgh. We get it, Pennsylvania people. Knoxville, close. But Knoxville is number 62 in market size. There were more viewers watching the Stanley Cup Finals in Knoxville than you had in New York, Chicago, Boston, Detroit, Minneapolis, traditional northern hockey hotbeds. This says 2 things. One, it shows that people outside of East Tennessee, of Tennessee probably don't care a lot about the Nashville Predators. Small market, both Pittsburgh and Nashville, both top 20 markets, or 23 and 29, so that's smaller. That hurts. But it also shows that if you win in East Tennessee, I don't care if it's pinochle. Yep. People are going to start watching it.
I think a part of that, which is I think what you're alluding to, I think people in East Tennessee or the state of Tennessee are starved for success. Look where Tennessee is in the all-sports trophy, University of Tennessee. They're not having success in very many sports right now. Softball and women's basketball had some, but I think that's a part of it too.
I think that's a great point. It's such a good point. We're going to close the show on. Chuck, Josh, Jimmy, Bob, good job. Thanks to you and thanks to all of our sponsors. We appreciate it. We'll see you next Sunday at 11 o'clock right back here on Channel 6.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame. Shadow boxes come with a lifetime guarantee.